Hi, everybody. This is Karen Schaal, Gratitude Gal with Psycho News, your go-to podcast for everything psychology. Today, we're going to talk about why practicing gratitude improves your mental health, relationships, and happiness. I'd like to say thank you to Stefan Lipum for our intro song, Blessed. You'll find Stefan on Facebook and YouTube under Cosmic, C-O-S-M-I-C. And you can always find us on Facebook on Positive Online Psychology and Gratitude Gals, and on our website, positiveonlinepsychology.com. So let's get right to this article. This is by Susie Barolo. She's a mindfulness coach. Why practicing gratitude improves your mental health, relationships, and happiness. And I agree with the author that gratitude has a ton of benefits. And actually, if you really look at the laundry list of the benefits of gratitude, it's like, what can't gratitude do? I remember in the 90s, I used to do makeup for commercials, but in the 90s, I was doing a commercial for B12, vitamin B12, and it was like by the end of the day, I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to help pay for my mortgage. I mean, it was taking care of everything. I don't know if B12 through time, that's been like 20 years, if B12 has continued to have all those benefits. I know it's really good stuff. But in reality, gratitude has a ton of benefits. And I'm just going to list off some of the benefits she has here because it's all backed by research that's been conducted in the last 20 years. Increased patience, improved decision-making, reduces blood pressure. Now, these are all benefits. Improves sleep, increases the frequency of exercise, increases self-esteem, decreases depression, improves friendship, make you more optimistic, make you less likely to abuse substances, helps pay the first payment on your mortgage. Not, but a lot. And to be honest with you, I can tell you that it has increased my patience. It has improved my decision-making. It's helped me to become more disciplined person, which is a big deal, especially for someone who has had a long history of procrastination. Sometimes procrastination has to do with just not making a decision. Increase the frequency of exercise. I've made it 30 days within the last few months exercising. That's a big deal for me. And I can really attribute that to gratitude. But exercise is still something, I'm working on. So it does a lot. But I have to tell you that if you think it's all a little bit too much, that gratitude seems like a little bit of too good to be true, really think for a minute about grateful people that you know. Really grateful people. Not the phony grateful people, but the truly grateful people. You know who they are. You may only know one or two, or you may be really blessed to know a lot. It all depends. But you'll find that these really grateful people are not really cranky. They're not doing the grump stuff. They generally don't have huge anger problems, which really is a good testimony, walking testimony for a lot of these benefits that we're talking about. It's really, really true. But as you'll hear me say over and over and over again, it's incremental, it's tiny little steps. And I will address that here in what the author says, what Susie says. She basically says that gratitude changes your brain, and it does. Positive emotions actually have an undoing mechanism about them where they actually undo negative thoughts, the side effects of negative thoughts, grumpiness, all that kind of stuff. Because really, if you're being grumpy and you're out of sorts, you're probably not in a state of gratitude. So these are major things that you kind of have to look at through time without judgment. My program helps you do that so that you can really live an authentic life of gratitude, a life orientation of gratitude. Let me show you here. Now, Susie says, okay, you're going to change your brain by practicing gratitude. Okay, that's great. And then, excuse me, hold on. She says, the next time you're in a similar situation, so you practice gratitude, and then the next time you're in a similar situation, it's easier to choose a thought and that you won't get stuck in a downward spiral motion. Susie makes it sound really easy peasy. It's not. I want to make it very clear. Gratitude is really an absolutely charm for transformation. But transformation occurs one incremental step at a time, one choice for gratitude at a time. So sure, we're talking about biological psychology. Neuropsychology is so interesting. Those of you who are really interested, email me, get a hold of me, and we can really talk that up. I love that subject. But when people make it sound a bit easier than it is, choose that thought. Oh, just do that. No, it takes some conscious, intentional effort, and sometimes it doesn't go from point A to point B as easy as some people would say. Definitely worth it, but just wanted to let you know that just because you do it a couple times doesn't mean that it's going to change things overnight. Slow and steady, slow and steady. So let's see. Study after study shows, this is from Susie, that the more grateful we feel, the better off we are in all aspects of our lives. I agree. One thing that gratitude has taught me is that I want to feel good. I feel so much better being grateful, and grateful comes with all of these other positive emotions. I'm a big one that says, hey, you're grateful before you're happy, before you're in love, before you experience joy, before you do all those other things. The seed of gratitude is planted before any of that other stuff happens. So being grateful has really made me feel what the good life feels like, and I really want to have more of it. And I don't mean that in a greedy way. I just mean it in a way where I love life. I want to love people, care for people, and just really be a full individual. I think I think that's what we're all kind of after. So she talks, this is Know Your GTPs. Now she's saying she talks about being grateful, being thankful, and being proud of ourselves. So she likes to say those kind of things at her dinner table with her children, talk about how they're grateful, how they're thankful, how they're proud of themselves. Martin Seligman started off with a similar exercise called What Went Well, which is basically an exercise that you use to really go through activities of your day and pick out the things that went well for you. It's really important. There's so much negativity in the world that it's really important to intentionally seek out things that give us pleasure, meaning things that give us pleasure that don't harm us or others. We know what I'm talking about. And then also that give us pleasure, but also things that we can appreciate, because when we are happy people, well, we're nicer to be around, but we also do more. We produce more. We are more creative. There's a whole theory behind that, the broaden and build theory. So gratitude broadens our positive emotions, causes our experiences of life, our experiences of how we can respond to things. It broadens those opportunities, which is really great. Bookend gratitude is something she talks about. Waking up in the morning and really getting, what am I grateful for already? Jump starting that from the beginning of the day, ending it with that. I really like to make sure that I know my husband would differ with me on this one, but I like to make sure that my mind is going in the right direction when I get up in the morning. And gratitude, I can't imagine not getting up and finding something to be grateful for. Just the fact that I'm able to, wake up and live another day is at this point in my life enough for me. There's one thing here that the author talks about, and again, I'll mention her name one more time just to give her credit. She talks about getting out there, and I think this is funny. I don't agree, but I'm putting it out there. Well, she says get out there. And she's pretty much talking about people who have it so nice that they don't really have something to compare it to. So that maybe, they don't appreciate how nice they have it. For instance, you go camping over the weekend. Oh my gosh, it's so good to have a warm shower, right? So you can appreciate that. I was traveling once in Europe with my kids, and oh my goodness, we couldn't find a shower and we couldn't wash our clothes, and it was pretty tough. And, it really taught us to appreciate a shower and warm water and just clean clothes. Yeah. But anyway, the author is talking about going out and kind of looking at worse situations so that you feel better about yourself. I don't necessarily agree that you need to do that to up your gratitude meter. I'm not interested in going to someone and here, let me just say what she writes. Everyone around us looks like their lives are rosy perfect. Everyone is struggling. Visit your local homeless shelter or food kitchen. Go someplace where people struggle more financially. I think that we can probably go out to these places and volunteer. I'm not quite sure seeing any volunteering in here, and really be grateful for the opportunity of volunteering and being around, helping out people versus just the downward social comparison. So that's just my take on that one. And then, and this is, again, she wants us to be a little bit cynical. And I like to lead with positivity. I'm a positive psychologist. I'm a gratitude gal. I'm a researcher of gratitude. And I found that leading with positive emotions and behavior is the way to go. So when someone says be a little bit more cynical, I think the world is cynical enough. I think the world just wants us to be cynical, just naturally. So I'm not going to recommend to anyone that, hey, go ahead and be a little bit cynical, because let's see what her recommendation is. So she's talking about setting an alarm, which is a great idea. And I'm going to talk about that on another podcast where we just set an alarm she sets hers at 2:10 and says, okay, I'm going to look around, see what I can be grateful for. Yeah. But if you're a person who's not grateful, then she says, why don't you look around and find something that you don't like, that you, what does she say? Look for something that's not going well or that's wrong. So I would prefer the grumps out there, come on. You can find a couple things. You can find something at 210, or whenever you look outside your office window, outside your car window, you keep looking, you can find something. So these couple last points on Cynthia's article, I just prefer to go the more positive way on that. But thank you. Oh, it wasn't Cynthia. It's Susie. Okay. Well, anyway, so gratitude is the big kahuna when it comes to emotions and what it can do for your well-being. There you go. I know it. It's changed my life. So that's how that works with me. So again, the article, I'm going to go ahead and put this into Positive Online Psychology, and then also on .com and also on Facebook for Positive Online Psychology and Gratitude Gals as well. So until next time, I just want to say thanks to everybody. You know what I'm going to say? We should all really just go out there and be the best that we can be. And that's by being grateful. So until next time, this is Karen Schaal, Gratitude Gal, with Positive Online Psychology, wishing everybody the best. Bye-bye. Everything that's happening to me until I'm ready to leave this place, and that's real. We are eternal souls, living this life to learn and grow. But before I'm returning home, I'm becoming my greatest version, though. I'm thankful for my breath. I'm thankful for this mic. I'm thankful for everything that I have in my life. I feel blessed. Damn right, I feel blessed. Cause I got food on the table, and for this water I'm grateful. I'm not a meat eater, but we all different, we don't need to be labeled. I'm thankful for the sun, I'm thankful for the birds. I'm thankful I'm able to put all of my feelings into words. I'm thankful for my ideas that I receive from the universe. It's mind-blowing how things work. I'm thankful for the moon and earth. Everything is mental, so I'm thankful for my mind. I'm thankful I'm awake now, cause I really used to be blind. I'm thankful I can rhyme, and I'm using it to enlighten you. I recommend that you trust your gut, cause it's gonna tell you what's right for you. I'm thankful for my third eye, thankful for my inner vision. We know more than we think we do, so I'm thankful for my intuition. I'm thankful for my willpower. I know what I can achieve, man. Possibilities are endless. I don't care if you don't believe that, cause I know that I do, so I make the right moves. I know who I am, so I don't have to be like you. I just have to be like me, so I'm thankful, I'm authentic. I'm being clear about what I want, so if I said it, I meant it. I keep it real, and I'm thankful for the friendships in my life. Everything is interconnected, that's what we just have to realize. I'm thankful for my breath, I'm thankful for this mic. I'm thankful for everything that I have in my life. I feel blessed. Damn right, I feel blessed. I'm thankful for all the people that like my songs. The positive feedback have shown me where I belong. I do what feels good to me. I don't believe in right and wrong. The matrix is real, but I'm thankful that my mind is strong. Cause being free is our birthright, and I'm thankful that I know that my purpose on earth is to inspire people with dope tracks. And I hope that you know that anyone can make a change. We got the power to overcome anything that we face today. Hopefully the song has affected you in a positive way. I'm thankful that you listen to this and maybe feel what I say. I'm thankful for my creativity that I share with the planet. I started counting my blessings, and now it became a habit.